emu decent said the obrani be can no na se see how sha ye kusua ekọ the recent study nature say Ghana yen housing deficit na che say dan ya ye hia unit ahodo anke betimi dia ma amanfo adem no 1.8 million na ye hwehwe na say deficit eno no na 1.8 million there da ben ye betimi ate na say wo bobo na ya sha 10-0 first half no difficult to come back bia mpanyimfo yi wo kwan a betimi aboami addresses our challenges and anything no pay your state housing company limited his housing company limited or more managing director your friend John S Bauer and you know 18 combo when you can say pa because state housing there and adwuma achewo MD akwaba meaning say bibia yeboko me share state housing ye dwumadi a yedi ene said ye amanfo edi akiri a yedi nkomo wo ha I think be said 2 weeks ago na ye ka edan honsem. There are so many people who have issues with edan enti Ghana o ka edan asema na amanfo attention eba ho na ye boss no say ene wo ba ha no so amanfo bebre so send messages am so almost what questions but your time na ye short 20 no meaning say you better try na yetimi ene wo akeka honsem every ho ye ka say 1.8 million housing deficit wona wote edan no edwumadi na ase kire say
okay me da se pa e de mema mo listeners ne viewers na machi anope obama me da se pa say my kwan na me de nchia pa Free State Housing Company Limited e obia o Ghana ha okay say ejuma no so pa no me na me sum de but ejuma no de afi ne ye pese ye peja so e ma ne ye kese but anyway the Obama okay 1.8 million housing deficit asema no basically HRS ye fan say at any moment in time no snapshot say Ghana and
yeah
e dan he eni hia say e wo kroma amanfo benya baby de o meti beto
okay
at any given point in time. And as you see, I know we have a shortage of about 1.8 million. In fact, some estimates they call all the way to 2 million.
Shortage. You know, 2 million houses.
Now, so the yen chirimu enka hono. They be a minya chance. Me try to make chirimu kakrane say. That deficit, no. It is biggest in certain specific target areas.
Okay.
And say lower end. And find itself it is social housing, eco affordable housing, and as a deficit no majority no.
Okay.
And so you can and shadan fire ni ento ho ye pa. But no
yeah, and a deficit no. Minim say a different issue, but say social housing there. Ukoko amai bebre so I want so aban no ene dwuma ku omasi adan a amai for the team. Ye ni social housing oh. Yeah.
Attempts be see a better social housing.
Okay.
All the way back, even starting from Nkrumah time. Osha, social housing was something that was a major desire or hope for all governments.
Okay.
And you know, all the way to Champon housing, or for affordable, or JM affordable district housing, Saglemi. So social housing there, it's probably one of the biggest agenda items for successive governments. Okay. However, any time biana yetimi ayeno yesena ese etie. And only major problem no, but several attempts exist.
Okay.
For achieving some level of social housing.
Social housing. Unim say what boss wache shortage of housing yenim say buying ewo twaka and private funds wo mu twaka. How do we marry the two? They say why not say this one a done so pa. Say obetime ye feel.
I believe say uhe senior mesha say na mechire mu say majority of deficit na lower end of the spectrum.
Yes.
Into fa hona na che say aban.
Okay.
And they say dienim. Aban pa na say dienim etimi ma eni koho.
Okay.
We may invite private sector investment which we are doing heavily. But aban must take the lead. And I know say my honorable minister minim se mo hwe news and no akra say or the eco Kofoidi affordable housing project no is working day and night to ensure say aban be take lead to re-energize the social housing sector to ensure that But this time, the private sector, sikabeba, abeshim, abeshasi, senebeya, we can get some successes going forward.
Yes, I buy we any war hopa say obetima provide housing, no?
Okay. In fact, utie omanpenyi President Mahama time bio kasa oka big push agenda na asema oko infrastructure section na. Housing is a major factor.
Okay.
You cannot have a successful economy if people don't have a place to lay their head.
Yes.
So the housing is a fundamental part of the big push agenda. It's a fundamental part of the 24-hour economy agenda.
Okay.
Ukwejumi asebi o shift anajo 9 ekosi 4 a.m. After upon 4 a.m. After na uko he bibia me dan wa him landlord wa to gate no mo na say the housing there is fundamental to any successful economy.
Right. It is a binary brea. Tem back why ye tight pa and say, oh, state housing for works and housing. Almost we see affordable housing. You know, how affordable is affordable housing? See a casa affordable housing now. Why muna omo qualify say to me access affordable housing?
Ultimately, no, affordability is very relative. And in real estate, no, relative to location.
Okay.
Obi affordability ewa laboni different from affordability ewa denta.
Right.
Ana amra here. Ana nti osha state house in sesi America say yewa dan ewa amra here. Obi beka say ebia 3-bedroom enunko esi ho.
Yes.
Obeto ne say very affordable. Ebia under 1 million under very affordable. Oba North Canada yewa dan ho state house.
Okay.
Honso no ebia na 1.2 1.4 but hono obi opedan wo hono beka chiro say very affordable. It depends on the location.
Right.
However, when it comes to social housing tackles the people that have barriers of access to housing.
Okay.
It even covers government rent to own schemes.
Okay.
It all falls under social housing.
Housing.
It's a wide spectrum, but generally the average working Ghanaian would start from the social housing class all the way to the lower middle income affordability range. Until pricing the tutu hon say bia they call America for sikemwa. Anything between up until $35,000 per housing unit, no, you can qualify it as social housing.
Okay.
If you hona cost Arabia echoes from 35, cost 65, 85. Utimika say and then affordable housing.
Okay.
Ultra hot there, that just it becomes relative to location.
Exactly. Okay. I know make a very excellent understanding, but okay location. Not just idea I had during land. Kwanye be faso enya asase. Say 50s and 60s. They are not asase bebre compulsory acquisition. But they say baby I occupied. Agency no ne buying. How are you trying an attempt to get land? Ebema a dime bo ayefo.
In fact, it's a very interesting question. I will be sir. Omanpenyi Mahama, one of his biggest agenda topics is urban redevelopment.
Yes.
In fact, it started under JM1, but it didn't take firm roots until we left office for a number of years, and we are back now. And it's one of the major items. Odiato, the honorable minister. Nsem also odiato mensem senebeya ibit biare ohwe estates bit said dan suman ohwe North Kaneshi ohwe Teshinungwa sene okai na asase doso nti we were building horizontally.
Yes.
Ti adan no be hu dan baako ni spread obekura ko hwem 2-bedroom.
Yes.
Oh dem be chere waja asebe half acre. Nti sia no we are looking at developing vertical structures which can house more people closer to Bibia Omu Eyejuma.
Yeah.
And to rest is here, State House in the area, and say, identify 1 or 2 of our key locations, Baku or North Kaneshi.
Okay.
Baku so Ewo Kanda. Babe, very vertical housing unit.
North Kaneshi here.
North Kaneshi here. It's one of our very old buildings. I see what check. In fact, you're certified cross in Shedenia Hondi.
Okay.
You're trained by form. The idea is say in the past, sometimes you call area be say yes age me ya. Ube won say you pese ni nyina boom. We yes so anipa bebrebe no moti ho no. Onye arrangements e mom say bebi on betena. Nti your strategy say and say ye shas here with relocation block.
Okay.
Nti ye we a wo krata wo tie dan ba ko mu no. Ubenya first option say ubenya dan for back.
Yeah.
2 room there na fe the units na aka no ma spread no. Na fe ya twe no so aba form na yesiko.
Okay.
Unim say adan si eche. Yentimi ye ni nyina. But Marish mu say me free hono. Na at least ma kire say see nyetimi be ya. Ebe ko yenim. Then ebe ya mechi no obi obebe bia no betima ato aso.
Excellent. Plans ne de bebre. Metie de o kan ya na makoma ato bi yem say ye kan dan ho asem da bia se vision ya eda papa ye ni mu ye ba. At least you betime yi nipa 10,000 kra every baby o mote aba enkeye. But 10,000 mu uska.
Sika sem no de ho ayedin kakra. In fact, I no kra na de me ba ha. Primarily. Ye sha say jumani ehun say government take up a bebre e okrum. I NGG. Ye fan say state house no ye juma bebre ni say as you said compulsorily acquired land no. Ye na reso bebre na ye na reso. Wow, de beja ma oba. Wow, the bejama or sister, o ma me, o transfer, o ton, o de koji loan, o de koye, ni na home krata no, state house, ena, ye stage man. Ni na so no, uti asika kakra, edi ye, o ye leaseholder, o lease ye u, o probably renew or ye ho.
Right.
Ye hu no senko for bebre ma, omuntia, ebi mo background, the bill no more, komo mebium. Bill no so, time be tremo pena interest as a pilot. Okay. So the more train no. Na sika ne yekese that video ma ko she baby kra
amount for the moka
bebre kakra ebi wom every year so na ebi ka ho nti ye hwe say no the equity e see etimi taking some drastic action e di twitwi sika bi ba because ye nya sika na plans bebrebe a me no okay entimi nya exactly nyina he sika nti ye launch a revenue mobilization campaign. To be fair, it's not the first time we've done it. However, it's the first time we've taken it on a very aggressive approach, whereby the discount is significant and the media campaign around it. Because amount for leaseholders, so we are marrying the campaign with the media blitz, in order to ensure that people are aware of their responsibility. And in their old children and say, to do on our somewhere the right thing. Until that is the approach we are taking. Until launch 15% discount. Service charges now. A month for about your mobile and show some bit and say, between November and December, no, patrol.
What would they be?
Wow, they services no and yeah, dying to
service charges.
Service charges now,
right.
Patrol bra. Ultimate background, what dear bo star 442 *1#.
Oh, say ultimate.
Oh, nice. Obama says here your technology era.
Oh, nice.
Who said from JM1, infrastructure was laid for all of this.
Right.
Into technology need there, and we are catching up very fast.
You don't need to walk to any office.
Freya, we are there. Your numbers no 0302 221 422. Freya on Sabeka. Your offices were regional capitals.
Good.
Ubetimia enya ubel with my bitiaka with my star 442 *1#. Acquire your website. Nina is accessible. In fact, the Ebeka Hokrana say in the next couple of weeks or 3 weeks, no, you be launch 24-hour center. To provide round the clock services. Ebi mo ha ebia ne business no hache no port nyoma or so ko loan fast ediko yi nyoma no.
Yes.
Oni collateral bia ji sene dan. Ohia consent to mortgage quick. Obetia extra kakra ebeyama. Within a very short time. Until we are launching that service to support this whole initiative to make your services no more accessible to Ghana for.
Fantastic. As a state housing, say or more large or more platforms, the car. November, December, or mama 50% discount. Service charges, amount for bebre no and to more the affordable housing projects. We must start to be existing ones now more now. There is a new project altogether. More CC are dying be a Sandiaba system.
So it's a combination. Ema Oma Odi Omoshi Jumani Yanati as I say. Project Bia Wabeto or Wage Mamun. Ghana for Sikania Dia. Inti menko ni say woko share project for us say abra Ghana Sika Loki or project back kuma hangi. Inti enra kwa say honorable minister by okay say ye inja Ghana for Sika and share daimo ye nwie. Inti one of the biggest priorities is say hanging projects now we will complete them alongside some of these redevelopment projects and our new projects and so eba ejina so say Ghana for betie I take advantage of 15%. I bet you just come there, can. Then you benya more. Edi aye adai be brave because who say economy of scale. Adai no do so. You bet you at so. Ama obi enye bi ato.
Okay. The good thing is that say abiding the whole shame no. Sikasem so ho odema aban. How are you engaging private sector? Meaning say am I be brave aye bi amana successful to come and help say there be housing no you bet me expand.
Actually, quite no. So from the supply side and demand side. From the supply side, no, ye be ye mukakra.
Okay.
Say inviting private sector investors said they should come and partner with us. You want say no, good locations.
Yeah.
Our private sector person discussion. We are opening up say omoba ye ni joint ventures.
Okay.
No more discussion, no more see. Ni afebi no mafebi. Na overall no Ghana for enyandai eto.
Okay.
That's on the supply side. On the demand side no so no. Ye hu say a man for bebre pedan. Your bank bebre kreska. You can't put the two together.
Okay.
So one of the things I say we've created a mortgage support service. That was state housing.
Okay.
It's a new initiative. You started this year.
Okay.
Into wo basa opesa otoda ebi a oji waketia every month. Na so untimi mboabo ani nyina no enkoto dan. Into wo ba ye de obe cheche ye banking partners no.
Okay.
Ni ahwe wasitena mu. Ni ehun se ne be ya okay. You bet me ahihye bibia ma bank ni betua dine ka ma na fe yetete o kakra
say mortgage here wo be
but the good thing is state housing intino ye banks no etimi ebobobo nhihye ho kakra bia rates ne terms no be favorable kakra amount.
Okay. This are currently no e be off head project site ne bi wo he na amanfo atimi aka say we follow on the tangential say we cost.
Until at the moment, no, your active projects. Accra say your active projects were here.
Okay.
Single family homes, be 195 various stages. Adenta, the apartments in Boma, over 80 apartments in various stages ready for sale. Amount for to be
Adenta, they are ready for sale.
Oh, Amra here cry ready for sale.
Okay.
Amra here, say move 150 cry drains in the coin. See who toya within the next few months to be.
Where the main power no MD wa hai mo aya na mo busa government o musi dan aban emboa state housing fortress there ya hwe ye state
we
housing
say wa denta
pacho
nefe
but a state housing project
pacho ya project
completed
amount for ko etu akotinemu
enti we no unity is saying this particular one 2 and 3 bedroom apartment.
2 and 3 bedroom apartment Adenta Snake Flats in Chenhua, very prime location Adenta.
We no ultimua would there forever.
What we a leaseholder 60 years lease. We lease here so no as renew na
we no price here 2 bedroom price here.
We pacho say nipa de ama Mrs.
Very nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Wow.
Beautiful. In fact, there are more beautiful ones.
I was saying off air. So this is the first time to me, apart from being a Kofo affordable and a Snake Flats. This is the first time me who state houses public. Yeah, now man for so na ya say to big people. But this time the who say more market people should come and buy. Now what price in so?
Price is new range because Adenta apartments they say you will be a starting fee by 750,000 for 2 bedroom apartment in prime Adenta.
Adenta fee.
Adenta fee pa
750,000.
I'm telling you, 2 bedroom you will be a Little London. Yeah, for Little London. Okay. 60 court. But we say prices in Nam say 1.2. We so a beautiful building. What to me who send NF?
I am a payment plan that is saying.
Payment plan there usually no. Your financial institution in China.
Yes.
Your amount time. Say be a start to see dino or committing tema.
Okay.
Ye be we no now so wait your we na wakotina. And I make an say now so here time ka crack ho. Na wako hu mortgage officer no.
Okay.
No ni wa chishemo na your neighbor banking partners now senior ebi we have 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Na ya shishama.
Oh wow. But more units and so where the eyes are apartment but more single units.
I'm right here say you a single unit. I'm right here ni nyina say we say Kumase. We Jack Estate Kumasi.
More share what TV no say only TV I'll bet my journey.
Say Kumasi for the omo pedaya who are own say.
TV ne so no a state house and for NSC. Moton.
Oh ya ton bebre.
Moton.
Ya ton bebre.
Wow. Jarina where be Accra na?
Pacho ebi Accra.
Wow.
Ebi Accra, ebi Adenta. Ebi Amrahia.
Say it me see we be 3,000 units. And yen so far. Yes, yes, yeah, level near.
But you say Kumasi.
Where's Kumasi? And off head we be a total price by saying.
But they're for a sales team, no matter.
But yeah, the number never to get say. Wait, yeah, state and and yes, I will be dying now. Koto asem one a one of form. A buying into no or more to be into consideration. My because people will come to understand. Say, a buying and I say state housing for no omuni hokwa. Say, we don't want to only just say,
we say, be or we winners are ye or denta. This one you are seeing now, no.
A denta,
in fact, blocks no be cry a pinty. Wow, man for Babbitt.
Anyway, I think, say, yeah, na omo matobia, omunyan tia, you know. Revenue mobilization campaign ekoso mutia na sika no so atimi akom ye hwe wesu
we nyina wa
adenta enti amanfo betima kwakoye friend say shop market in
makohwe pacho offer your sales team 0502 452 271 0553 948 056
yeah
offer fresh hotlines here your sales team omen sabeka omen de work site wa ko hwe dan ni nyina e de ope na face ya hwese ne ope so finance no so
well amuzu Daniel so ope so obisa say e government workers in kwana
o pacho de bi e ton ma obi a e ton ma Ghana fo nyina
wow
e ton ma Ghana fo nyina
say more land o ba bia eno so ye da ho a munya start ya e project e bia ban person si different units or apart from the Obobosui. A new site.
Yeah, sites are hu adwuma. You for Kumasi say
yeah.
You the diswa.
Okay.
You be 200 acres. Or the diswa you ba share investors you be massive project.
Okay.
Uko Tamalia Kumasi Road your site Uko Bolga your estate Kesia Rock City Estate. I started your sample homes crowd.
Okay.
I'll be to my cohesive near Dino Betia. Uko Cape Coast Ridge area, your assassin or your projects air coso, Takrade, your projects air coso, Sunyani, your projects air coso. Your Ghana mind baby.
But in all this, meaning say you know the biggest challenge for Ghanaians, especially person bahobi or more or maje daibia problem with payment. Omuntiano. Ya more 1 month.
But you know more matter dino.
No, or more lease.
Or more lease.
More service.
Yes. Services. No.
So when Chiano within a period when more action be better care. Na be a nani panakas. Oh, we are my me and your more.
But your worst case action or the end of the game, they say we are backed by the State House and Ejectment Act.
Okay.
Right. You beat me about say you are not living up to your lease conditions.
Okay.
You beat me to a fifth, and reclaim it for the state.
Right.
However, no, that is a last resort. Am I? You perceive a man for chance 15% here.
Okay.
Now say end of December, sino in tia. There was various actions I befa.
Okay.
You the arbitrary sisakano. At that time, not 50% no
cop.
Well, one bit we lose out.
Okay.
If free hawk corner there. Obedi.
Okay. It's a amount too much time
plus incentives
to pay. Obi busa say na previous government no more site bi or poku ase I see the be state housing for be some model houses be and also akosi say.
So I know our project they say it was a big project for government total about 8,000 units in total. And developers in the state house and so Equibia. In fact, project it had gone very far.
Yes.
Unfortunately, government in the previous government no means me sikana mudebe boade infrastructure no. But I know say ye bar power since January this year no.
Yes.
it's become one of the priority projects. Honorable Ken Gilbert J, a big project, man. We are very close to having infrastructure contractors going back on site. We expect say by early next year, the movie won't say Juma starting in order to provide housing. As I said earlier, provision of affordable housing a major agenda item for this John Mahama's government.
Okay. It's providing a one thing I'm saying minister and so the previous minister the Nima area and also a long-term project to be a dam when so and say state housing for a out of that conversation. So redevelopment of Nima with housing like what we have shown.
Say no under ministry.
Yes.
Ministry. So we take direction from the ministry.
Okay.
All
right. People are interested in Babia or and you mentioned Kaneshi dear. No much say how long is it supposed to take? The redevelopment.
The redevelopment. We are expecting to break ground before end of first quarter next year.
End of first quarter.
Being well.
Okay. Right. The conversation and the bebana what me akoto awajuma akane so no. Obi say or your private sector now opesa or enter into the housing. Is there an avenue for him to say the boss or no to partner and say more selected entities be ampesa mu deal with?
Oh, both ways. Say kasa frama. You started juma you started sa policy. You man for be brea o ma ba enim abekasa pi ukohwemu nkosihwe. Anytime sir. Adan no ye hia adan.
Right.
Inti so we a serious private sector investor. We near brea why ready o sika ye ready o pese o ye juma. There's opportunity.
Okay.
Right to me.
Okay.
Men sabeka and am ejuma for beka cho say let it be a baby. I'm kind baby.
Right. Okay. There is a difficult thing for Ghanaians understanding, say, state housing, and therefore buying politicians in Kwana Yedimau. People still don't understand, say, Dana Yeshu, no. It is available for public. They still don't believe. Ocean messages about by the time you go, somebody has. How transparent is this process of acquiring a state house?
Okay, remember a bit of context. Okay. A free senior company was set up in the beginning.
Okay.
By 1956, and Nkrumah set it up. Gold Coast Housing Corporation.
Yes.
Their sole job was to be the construction arm of government. Over the years, it continued that way till about 1997, 1996.
Okay.
It became a limited liability company for profit.
Right.
Owned by the people and government of Ghana. That perception has lingered around for so many years. Unfortunately, in the last 8 years before we came in, not much was done to open it up as much as it could have been.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I always leave that because maybe that time I would have done the same thing. I don't know the circumstances around that time. But coming into the job and coming from real estate, many management team, who any reason, any board and so there's no reason why we should be hiding. Ghana for here dying. Yes, you see dying.
Yes.
There was no reason to keep the company under a shroud of mystery.
Yeah.
And sometimes the way to ensure transparency and integrity in processes is to shine a big light on it.
Yes.
And so what I am trying to do is to shine a light on our operations. Okay. There's no secret in state housing. Fresh sales team, no man, I'm chrome cry showing for farmer. Or my better dino. I buy Daya.
Yes, secure.
Say a tongue. Otwa Sikano, as I buying her, I'm a head, share more properties.
Okay.
Until there is no interest. Yet, here, why ready, I'll be Sikana to dino.
Okay.
There's no secrecy about it.
Okay.
And we are working hard to standardize the processes and publish the processes so that there is no everybody can come in and access housing.
When you say publication, what do you mean?
No, I mean the processes.
Processes,
okay. You know, before no beba, made them matter, okay, the freeway, confeli form work. Real estate is a very simple business. It's an international business. There's best practices. We are putting in place Nkratani processes na so di and they'll be published on our website. Of course, www.statehousing.gov.gh. In fact, very soon, the website will cost a fill a form to express your interest to buy a property. Very, very soon. We are working on all that functionality. Until our business is opening up. Because that is the only way I able to scale housing delivery in Ghana.
Okay. There are people who are listening, there are people who are watching or more follow conversation, I be or more interested. And then I'll be catching clients, homeowners, and especially the public say see idea. State Housing for the campaign about more revenue collection and I say obia or near more sikasembia no be and I face or more danya open to the public.
But that's Obama. So the America chair Ghana for no say, wow, Ukra State Housing lease. Ote asase so ana ote asase bia so a onim say a State Housing for there. And find say auto free chief ho ana obi ho. And so say State Housing for asase pacho ode bra. And no better na say. We are not in the business of taking homes away from people. Okay. Our business is to deliver the homes. Inti any better na say ahwe senior ebe hihye. Offer revenue mobilization now 15% discount. It applies to land regularization. It applies to consents. It applies to lease renewals. And it applies to service charges.
Right.
Inti wow this akani biano. Pacho bomodia say by 31st December. Wabe settle. And yes, 15% no beko. And we will be paying the full price as well as we will be taking action to recover the monies owed. Yeba omo beto adino so. To put it simply, in State Housing, we are open for business.
Okay.
We want to work. We want to deliver housing to Ghanaians.
Right.
We want to deliver competitive housing. You can work with us.
Yes. State Housing is ready. So money mobile Juma. I think said there are people who have so many questions, but work as some more original offices. I think that one government work. I would say the long-term goal should be that all districts crown mutminya or someone decentralize the program to all districts.
Minister.
Yes.
Very soon we'll be launching the district housing scheme. It's one of President Mohammed's flagship projects.
Okay.
And senior Papa Nekano. It's as if so new mampenyi them no boss because that was his dream and his vision is to decentralize housing provision.
Okay.
At least housing backed by government. Until within the next few weeks, we'll be launching the pilot for the district housing scheme.
Okay.
Under the auspices of the Ministry of Works, Housing and Water Resources. And State Housing is playing a major role in it. So we are going to pilot in a number of districts. And then scale up from there. So housing delivery by government is going to be decentralized. So he's right on the money.
Development in
urban redevelopment, so a different project.
Different one.
But district housing scheme, is targeting social and real affordable housing.
Why? Say Juma
Juma. Because Omampenyi is committed to it. Juma.
And I say once I be to Obi say if they want to call a number near Besabo Subium, but then the 24-hour service,
before the end of the year, baby.
Number maybe a service center will be a bit
running.
Okay. These are the issues of housing. I'm saying dealing with me. Say baby, I was say a touchy biani attach. Now people are aware that social states housing for houses or mercy for Ghanaians, open to the public. I will be able to me a corner wakwako tobi ebi okumase ebi ewo Accra Denta
Bolga
ebi
Tamale.
Okay, so we still I was state land sir yaji wo ho there for State Housing enye touched cra
ebi wo ho ebi so wo ho ya ne ato yesisi dan e magana for
recently acquired.
Oh yes,
but I viane there enchemo ase ho Saglemi
a ministry
projects. Okay. Because State Housing is State Housing. I think say more dying in our public. Senka Saglemi be Shemonsa. Near who say no so a public. Who say a man for a 2D actually because one sem no be the message about say what about Saglemi. Maybe sound no say these are the issue. And see I am managing director at the State Housing and the John Esbauer. and I no pay waba betre and sema hodua ewo edan sie mu. Enti na wonim say State House and edan no for only top government officials. Today the houses are available. Numbers no what screen is so abetimi afre or more penny for na oni omodim komo. Enti MD anopa ye beda wase. My name say Bibi or how best already to Jansana Wakwa if there's anything important that you want to pass on before because you know we have a conversation. Your team no be cause site to hold so akwohwehwe edan ne bebre aba na ya sign a gam for abedin komo.
Obama me da sepa the American say that Ghana for us say or more my opportunity to serve them and we intend to do that. Omampenyi Ashe boss we must put the Ghanaian first in everything that we do.
Okay.
And we intend to deliver in support of his vision for the country. And also no say Ghana from Pacho Kana Modi and Mumitia. Nenya sika mfanye jumani ye emamu.
She said they are no campaign na.
And then the campaign
na. Mu amonya edan ni bi dada mu wo mu no.
Mu wo mu no.
Mu list no bi o ha ma fa sa buy dan.
Obi o ha office we jada na man bantu oni obi en ni kase bia. Nso dako ba be hia so de dan ni baby bi. Oni nkrata. Ti be ye ho nkrata.
Unim se nka ye gigi ye nkura ye tua ya. Nka bia nka by this time State House na nye sika kura si more. Ba obi ji aban dan ya onim se aban dan de e free. Mumbe tua na ye nsi more. Numbers and it was screen so come website and so you can reach out to them. Say wow person obana o say kabi o ha obeti. O mama 15% discount from now to end of December. Until uba kabi a odibia no wetua. E aban dan aban sika na wakwa akwa ye